everything here I've used every single tool in this kit. It's all useful and it will get you out every time. This is Braden with Overland Outfitters, and today I just wanted to go through a quick video showing all the tools I carry out on the trail. It's a Toyota specific toolkit because I want to carry as little as possible while being as effective as possible when something goes wrong. So I just thought I'd show you what I carry when I get out on the trail, so let's get into it. So I'll start with the tool bag that I carry. I use the Blue Ridge Overland tool bag. It fits behind the seat in the Tacoma, which is really nice. It's just small and compact, but you'd be actually surprised how much stuff fits in here. So I've actually been really liking this bag. It's modular, so if you wanted to pull one thing off and take that wherever you're going, you can. Otherwise, it just all sticks in here and works. So stoked on that. So first, I'll start on the outside. I just shove in this pocket some work gloves, something. I don't really use them that often, but when you really want to protect your hands, it's good to have. And then I think I'll start with the stuff that doesn't fit in here, which isn't very much. But I got a breaker bar, and I specifically have the right size socket for my lug nut key thing that works with the spline drive. So this is what I use to get my wheels off. All the stock wheel removal stuff is gone, and I just carry this because a lot of people will find out once they're on the trail and get a flat that they don't have actually the right tools to take their own wheel off because they switched lug nuts or they switched tires or whatever. So you just want to make sure that you have the right thing before you go on the trail, before you get a flat and realize you can't even take your own wheel off. So anyway, I carry that and just a big pry bar that you can hammer on the end of. These are the two things that don't fit in the tool case, so they just kind of live somewhere else in the truck. And then always some paper towel and some brake clean is always good to have. You can set beads with this stuff. You can clean things with this stuff. It's just good stuff to have. So then getting into the actual tool case, I'll just start on the left and work across. So in the first pocket, this is where I keep all my sockets. So on a Tacoma or a 4Runner or any Toyota, it's all going to be metric. There's no standard sizes, so I just carry metric sockets, both deep and shallow. I didn't get like super expensive sockets or anything, just cheap ones because I don't use them all the time like I do with my shop tools. But yeah, so some deep and shallow sockets, all metric, and then I have also some little 1/4-inch sockets just for the tiny bolts. And then I have a few different ratchets, just a normal 3/8, a stubby 3/8, and then just a little 1/4-inch, and some extensions to go with them. I also got a spark plug socket, just in case I need to throw a new spark plug in on the trail. So just kind of basic stuff. And then I also carry, and you'll want to make sure you do this too, is I carry a 35 mil socket for my axle nut. And if you ever snap a CV or anything like that on the trail, you have to have a 35 mil socket to get that axle nut off. So you definitely want to make sure you have one of these. So next up, we got this pocket where I keep just a small sledgehammer, some smaller pry bars. This shouldn't even be in that pocket, but it is. And some punches and stuff. Punch stuff out, get bolts out, whatever, pry something if you have to. So those are always handy to have. That's like an essential. This is probably my most used tool in the whole kit. Moving on into the next pocket, got a crescent wrench or a thumb wrench, whatever you want to call it. I got a few different vice grips or clampy pliers or whatever you call them. These aren't actually Vice Grip brand, but you know, always handy to hold on to something. Just a random selection of channel locks, some snippy ones. These are all kind of rusty. They're not great tools, but they get the job done when I need to. So yeah, just a bunch of pliers. You want to make sure you have needle nose pliers for sure. And yeah, just getting the job done. A whole bunch of random screwdrivers. I got just flatheads, and I got Phillips heads, and there's even a Torx guy in there. And this pocket, I also carry just like, you know, a multi-bit screwdriver, and I carry a round file. Just it's mostly for my chainsaw, but you can use it for anything. They're just handy to have. All right, so the penultimate pocket here is just my wrenches. I'll pull them all out. So again, I only carry metric wrenches, and I carry everything from a tiny 8 mil all the way up to a 24 mil. Mostly you'll only need like a 10, a 12, a 14, a 17, a 19, a 21, a 22, and a 24. Those are kind of the main ones, but it's nice to just have the full selection because you never know. And another key wrench that you should carry is this is a flare nut wrench in 10 mil. It's a 10 and 11 mil flare nut wrench. And that's for if you ever blow a brake line or anything like that, you gotta have one of these or you're gonna round that nut off. So I make sure to carry this because I have run into that before. If you've watched our Baja video, I blew a brake line and almost got screwed on the trail. So key. Finally, this is just kind of my random pocket. I got a wire brush, pipe wrench, which is always handy. I got some Allen keys, again, just metric, some Loctite, some knife blades, and a knife. Just a, I don't even know how to open this thing. There we go. Just like an X-Acto knife kind of thing. Usually we have a lot of knives in the truck anyway, so I've never actually even used this one, but it's good to have, just so you always know it's there. So that's my full toolkit for the truck. You can get, I've done quite a few jobs with this setup. So I use this to get tie rods done. I've swapped CVs. I've just broken lots of random stuff, and this has always gotten the job done for me. I usually also, so there is some stuff I don't carry in my tool bag. So spare parts, I carry just a bag of random bolts, just a random assortment. So if a bolt breaks, I have something else to shove in there, at least get you home. I carry baling wire. I carry, you know, some WD-40. You gotta have WD-40. Random electrical stuff like butt connectors, just a random spool of wire. Just stuff that if you like break something, you can at least get, like, do a janky fix just to get home, then you can fix it properly when you get there. It's been a learning thing for me because I have been out in the trail and not had the right tool, and it's just been a pain. You have to try and jimmy rig something, or you have to count on your friends to have the right tool. And eventually I've come up with this. So I don't really go out and buy Snap-on or like some crazy high-end brand for my truck tools. I just get what's gonna work and what I know is not gonna break the first time I try and use it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna break the bank. I have been actually really impressed with this Blue Ridge tool case. When I used to use a different tool case, and it was just a pain to store, and I took all these tools and I was like, there's no chance they're gonna fit here, and they do. So I'm pretty impressed with that, which I like a lot. But yeah, everything here I've used. I've used every single tool in this kit. I mean, maybe not the 15 mil, that's just like a random size, but it's there. But yeah, it's all useful and it will get you out every time. Tucked away. Nobody will ever know, but it's always easy to get to. So yeah, that's our recommended essential toolkit for Toyotas going off-road. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.